Welcome everyone, my name is Egwin, welcome to Scope of Life and to this week's video. Some of you asked about the problem of forward head posture, so I decided to start a video series that wraps around this problem, or rather around solving this problem. If you've been with my channel for some time, you already know that I'm not such a big fan of quick fixes, as quick fixes quite often do not target the real problem. So in this video right now, I'll give you the main reasons, the most common reasons why people do suffer from forward head posture. Those reasons are actually what help you further on to distinguish which type of action you have to make in order to fix this posture. Right at the beginning, let me say that there is a description of the video with all time codes listed below, so whenever you want to jump to a specific point throughout the video, just check out the time codes. They're in the description, you'll find everything there. Other than that, I'll suggest to watch the whole video in order to gain a holistic understanding, holistic grasp of what I'm trying to explain. Let's talk about this problem of forward head posture. Basically, it looks like that. The cervical spine is collapsed one way or the other, and we have a raised head at the end of the cervical spine. So basically the cervical spine collapses or is pulled towards the front. The head again is turned upwards. This problem seems easy enough, and yet it is quite high up in my physical body structure. The higher up the problem lies, or the symptom shows, the more interconnected in general it is. So while, say, a collapsed arch of the foot is really rather easy to fix because you can simply work on restructuring the arch of the foot, something like forward head posture often has a lot of side arms, a lot of different areas where problems show or where it originates from. Now, obviously, number one reason for many people having the problem with forward head posture nowadays is actually looking at your mobile or working on a computer. Looking on a mobile, like very rarely you see someone holding up their mobile like so if they want to type an SMS or if they want to check an email or something like that. Most people look down towards the screen of the mobile, and they do so for really prolonged periods of time a day. Work at the desk is probably number two reason for the problem of forward head posture. Working at a desk in most cases means that you look down towards the surface of the desk, whether it's writing on a piece of paper or you check something on your keyboard, your mouse, you'll always have to look down in one way or the other. When you work on a computer, obviously there are options to place the screen higher up, which then again helps a lot with this problem because you're sitting a lot more upright, you're literally demanding of yourself to look at least at eye level, which is quite nice, but still there is this problem of what does the upper chest area do. And whenever we talk about the upper chest area, I turn this side, you see it better. Whenever we talk about the upper chest area, a lot of other aspects come into play. If someone isn't used to sitting or standing correctly, then the higher thoracic spine collapses as well. Also, here come another here comes another range of problems into play. And this other range of problems are psychological aspects. I put it like that in general right now, because psychological aspects can be quite diverse when we're talking about that. Psychological aspects can be from oppression or feeling oppressed during work. This can be feeling down due to emotional stress, due to a girlfriend or boyfriend having broken up with you. This can literally be so much stress and feeling the weight of the whole world resting on the shoulders, which then again pushes down on the neck, pushes down on the higher areas of the chest. Now all that are different aspects, and they all have to be looked at in a different way when we try to rid ourselves from forward head posture. See, the point is, only very few people really have a problem with too weak musculature back here, which is the cause for this collapsed cervical spine. The main problem often is a postural one, which is the reason why certain muscles might become too weak in order to hold up the head and the cervical spine. And that's the next thing. Every emotional aspect, every psychological aspect has an effect on the body. If you're really owning yourself, if you're really centered in yourself, in your power, and you show up in life openly, you open yourself to the world, and also your whole posture represents that, then you won't have a problem with being collapsed, because then there is literally nothing that makes your body look like it's being pushed upon, because there is nothing that can emotionally or mentally touch you in such a way that you get a structural problem out of it. And that's maybe one very important thing here. Whenever we talk about a structural problem, that's merely the symptom of a psychological, emotional, or mental problem, or social problem, then just simply trying to train a couple of muscles in order to fix the posture creates more problems in the long run than it solves. Because whenever there is a psychological problem at the foundation, you need to fix that. You can't just simply put a tape over a broken area over and over and over and over again. At some point, you'll have 30, 40, 70 layers of tape, and the whole area gets unstable because of that. So in order to repair the broken parts, in order to repair a real psychological trauma, you need to work on that. You can additionally use muscle strength in order to correct posture, but remember that a really healthy posture never requires additional muscle strength. Now I'm standing really upright right now, and I don't really need any excessive tension. I don't need a lot of muscles to stand like so, because when all the tension in the body, all the different tensional aspects in the body are balanced, your structure will naturally be erect. And that's how we are built. And this is really important to understand. Another point about forward head posture. Forward head posture can also be something that translates upwards. Meaning, if you have collapsed arches of the foot, or say a structural problem in your knees or in your hip joints, or a structural problem in your lower back like anterior pelvic tilt or something like that, this can also be the foundation of the structural imbalance up here in the neck area. So just to simply go and say, all right, we need to strengthen our neck muscles in order to pull the head back so that it's upright again, is just definitely not the most sustainable long-term solution that you might be looking for. Because whenever you create tension, especially in your neck and high up here cervical spine area, you also create tension in your jaw joints, you create more tension in your shoulders, you shift your breathing pattern higher up in your chest area, which in turn signals the body more physical stress. And this is really a problem, and you create more problems, you add on different other problems instead of remaining flexible, remaining smooth, trying to coordinate the muscles and trying to fix the posture from where the problem originates. Another aspect where forward head posture can come from, but it's rather rare that it only comes from that, but it can play a major role in making it worse, is the wrong sleeping position, or rather the wrong pillow. So if you're a back sleeper, say if you lie down in bed like so and you have a really thick pillow that lifts up the head, then this is really bad for your cervical spine as well, because it puts a strain on the muscles, it stretches the muscles passively in a situation when the body is actually relaxing. So you imprint a certain body position on the body structure while sleeping, where the body should regain its natural shape and the natural shape of the spine, or at least be able to move freely in order to adapt for certain dream patterns and stuff like that. So if you use a really thick pillow for sleeping on your back, don't try to get rid of it. Obviously, if you have a very strongly arched thoracic spine, a very strong arch in your upper back area, and then you can't use, say, a thin pillow. You need a thick pillow. So the most important thing here is to actually figure out which type of pillow you need currently, because this can be completely different in 1 or 2 weeks. And that's something that I'll show you in one of the next videos, where I'll talk about a special resting position, and as mentioned a couple of times before, there is going to be a separate video about sleeping positions anyway. But let's jump back to forward head posture. One more thing here, remember, creating tension in your neck in order to position your head somewhere only shifts the center of gravity upwards, shifts the center of awareness upwards, and thus increases stress level rather than decreasing them. Make sure to figure out what is the root cause for the problem of forward head posture in your specific life. If it's looking down on a mobile too much, then just simply change that pattern. Not possible? Yes, it is possible. For instance, stop looking at your mobile 24/7 whenever you're sitting in, say, a tube or have a bus ride or something like that. Don't work on your mobile. Or if you are working on your mobile while sitting in the tube or whatever, then just simply hold it up here. It doesn't matter what you think other people might think of you. It's about your health, it's about your body structure. When we talk about the position in the computer, in one of the next videos I'll go in greater detail about that and show you how to properly position your body in front of a computer on a chair in order to get rid of this problem of looking down all the time or trying to literally crawl into the screen. That's a mixed aspect actually. It is going deeper and deeper and deeper into the work. You see, it's literally, you take your head and you try to place your head almost in the screen while your body stays back. Doesn't that tell you anything? Actually, that's a desynchronization between your mind and your body, and you have to realign those two in order to be balanced both physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, and in order to be relaxed and have your focus and be at your peak efficiency and stand completely in your self-worth and in your power in a relaxed and calm manner. Alright, that's enough for today. I'm going to talk about all those aspects in greater detail when we actually come to some of the solutions, some of the probable solutions that I can give you. And other than that, I wish you all the best. Try to think a little bit, try to figure out what might be the reason for your forward head posture if you're watching this video and you're affected. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and also watch some of the other videos on my channel, especially about the coordination aspects in your spine, about the arches of the foot, because all those aspects, they all contribute to solving this problem. I wish you all the best, see you around soon, and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.